This couple that I admire a lot, that the man was, his name was Candelario Garza, and his wife was Maria Garza. And they believe in education, they believe in family, and they work very hard. He was a janitor at the YMCA, but at night, both of them went to the downtown Houston in those tall buildings, and they start cleaning the buildings from the very top all the way to the bottom. They did that for many, many years until they saved enough for a gas station because he wanted to own his own business. And then they fast realized that both of them did not know how to speak English, and they didn't know how to order things and do for the gas station. So they came to community family centers. At that time was Chicano, because that's the place that they trusted, and they came for food here. These were my parents. This is why I know this, because they were my parents. So I am here because in every student that we teach, I see my parents. They have the same struggles, the same dreams. They want so much for their families. They want to educate their families. So, but all they need is just a little bit of a helping hand and the tools.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Vasquez. I'm 24 years old. My story begins when I was about 8 years old. Community family centers were still known as Chicano family centers. I became associated with the food distribution program in the early 2000s. My childhood memories I carry with me about the center is the pantry, the long lines at food fair, and the endless amount of carrots. Every time I actually walked into the center, I always felt it was so lively. There was so much movement. A new experience all the time, because every time we'd go to the pantry, there's always a new treasure to find. So every chance I would take, me and my father would look up recipes to actually see how we say it in Spanish, pa que rinde, to see what we can create. Well, my father believed that we would only come whenever we felt it was necessary, only when we needed food. We didn't want to put the food to waste, so only when we felt hungry and my father knew that we didn't have enough food on the table, we would come seek the center's assistance. In the fall of 2014, I started at the University of Houston downtown. I took an intro to social work class, which required 6 service hours. I served my 6 service hours, and I liked it so much that I actually stayed 5 days a week. For about 5 months or so, I worked with the center as a volunteer. In February 2015, I got hired on as the center's receptionist. And of course, to me, it seemed as a frightening experience because it was my first job. But the people there encouraged me, that saying it was okay to be scared, but just keep going at it, you're gonna grow. As my first year passed, going into my second, I had the opportunity to work with our executive director, Maritza Guerrero. I became her interim assistant. It taught me what it takes to run an organization all the way from the bottom to the top. It was a wonderful experience to see, and to see all the dedicated staff and how they work to keep even running the center itself, and how to keep serving our individuals and our families. To me, it was a beautiful process to see and learn. So I'd like to thank Community Family Centers for giving me the opportunity to keep working with the individuals and family. This place has allowed me to grow and to shape myself positively into my desired field of social work. So I'm going to take the time and opportunity to learn and grow here. As we all know, it's better to give than to receive.
It's 1992 and Houston's filled with gang problems. Either you're a victim or you're part of the problem. My name is Joaquin Martinez. My mom is from San Luis Potosí. My dad, a Chicano from the Houston's East End. It was tough growing up. You had 12 brothers and sisters, but you always were fighting for that attention, growing up in a family of 12. My childhood memories bring me to my mom. She was strong woman. She supported my dad, and so my mom, she found ways to keep us active, to supplement meals, and that's where we found ourselves at Community Family Center. I was given different leadership roles as well, so it wasn't just taking from them. They were also giving me tools in order for me to be a leader. After going to Community Family Center, I was able to work for former council member John Castillo through a relationship I had that was the chief of staff at the time, and he was a former Community Family Center staff. Working there, you find out that experiences that you have, you're able to now translate that into helping other individuals. And after working for Councilmember Castillo, I started working for neighborhood centers. I was managing youth programs, which was an exciting time, and one of the key organizations that I wanted to partner with was Community Family Center. And so we make sure that kids do community service together. Those things really stuck with me as a kid, and I was able to translate that as a mentor. And Community Family Center provided foundation of education for my son, Joaquin. And a lot of that is really because of the seeds that were planted when he was at the Montessori school. It's interesting now, I kind of reflect today, and I find myself working for Councilmember Robert Gallegos. I'm able to interact with Community Family Center, provide support, a lot of the good work that they do in the community through the Montessori school, through the after school program, through social services that they provide. I'm able to sit down with their leadership team and provide some assistance, whether through CDBG programming, whether it's promoting some of their activities, their run, exposing the programming that they have that helped me and now is continuing to help other families. I can't thank Community Family Center enough for being able to give an opportunity to a 12-year-old boy back in 1992 to become a leader, to be able to serve. I can't stop but appreciate the opportunity to be given this, and I'll continue to serve as long as God allows me to.